Sugezeleke manje. Sukushoda. Uthi nami.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ASR, African Stories Realized. This is our weekly review of The Wife Season 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Episode 4 picks up where last week left off, in the Northwest with the aftermath of Naledi and Kawe's reunion. Naledi attempts to berate her father for not letting her be with the man she loves, but it's at this point the negative effects of the newspaper's expose on the Zulu brothers are laid bare, as the chief revealed the damaging article to Naledi, and for the first time Naledi begins to doubt her relationship with Kawe. As she comes to terms with the news about the Zulu brothers, her father drops another bomb on her, revealing that she has been chosen by their ancestors to be the next chief, and her husband-to-be was also chosen for her. This stirs up some drama, cause it was believed that Naledi's older sister, TD, was being groomed for the throne. TD confides in her husband and they begin plotting. Despite her reluctance and encouragement from TD to follow her heart, Naledi tells her sister she has no choice but to concede to her father's demands and follow through with the marriage. Meanwhile, back in Jozi, Mandisa, Hlomu and X are still taking care of loose ends and have Buntle in their sights. At this point, I thought they were going to kill Buntle, but the ladies instead came up with a plan to get Buntle out of the office while X breaks in and steals Buntle's laptop and all her evidence linking the Zulu brothers to the crimes in the expose. The ladies really came through for the Zulu brothers, cause Detective Baloyi was just about to get his hands on that evidence. He had just gotten Gobe removed with a transfer when the Zulu brothers' lawyer arrived to get them released. I think I should highlight that the lawyer seemed reluctant to come and advocate for the Zulu brothers. It appears he did not want to be seen associating with them after their crimes had been exposed to the public. The episode ends back in Rustenburg where Kawe is being held. A mysterious figure visits him in the dungeons. Episode 5 picks up in the dungeons where Kawe and the mysterious figure that turns out to be MATSHEDISO. She gives Kawe encouragement to fight for Naledi and a phone to call his brothers. Kawe wastes no time reaching out to Mcele. That's who he always goes to first. But then again, at this point, he doesn't even know Sambulo is still alive and Nkosana and Ngoba were probably unreachable. Back in Joburg, Detective Baloyi is not giving up on finding evidence of the Zulu brothers' crimes. Detective Baloyi and Buntle visit Zandile's former cellmate to interrogate her about Zaza's escape, but 320 dribbles the detective around, first agreeing to corroborate the story of Zaza's escape, then later embarrassing him in front of the magistrate. Maybe it was cause of her schizophrenia, but I think she did it on purpose. Buntle also got her dose of embarrassment when she got back to work. Now that there is no evidence to corroborate her story, she gets fired for publishing a story without proof. Buntle goes over to the Zulu home to confront Hlomu where they get into a fight before she is escorted out by Mandisa with a gun to her head. The episode ends in the Northwest with Mcele, Mgoki, Sambulo and X initiating a rescue plan for Kawe by hijacking one of the catering trucks for the wedding and using it as a Trojan horse into the venue for the wedding. One thing I almost forgot to mention that happened in episode 5 was the lovemaking session between Sambulo and his girl. All I can say about that is I approve. Okay, now episode 6 picks up in the Northwest on Naledi's wedding day and preparations are underway. Naledi is still reluctant to go ahead with the wedding. Little does she know that the Zulu brothers are sneaking around the chief's compound until finally they find where their brother is being held. I love how they highlighted the language barrier between Tswana and Zulu with great comedic relief. The brothers break into the dungeons to rescue Kawe, but he refuses to leave without Naledi. Just as the wedding ceremony has begun and vows are being made, the Zulu brothers make a grand entrance to halt proceedings. At this point, Naledi makes the choice to go with Kawe and his brothers, leaving the wedding ceremony in chaos after releasing tear gas in the air. Now for the answer to the question, where is Ngoba? The episode ends on a sour note at Ngoba's tavern and it appears to be vandalized. But to their dismay, the family discovers Ngoba's lifeless body in his room with a message written in blood that reads, "An eye for an eye." I wasn't ready for that, cause no announcements had been made regarding the actor or character leaving the show. But let's all take this moment to celebrate Abdul Koza for bringing this character to life. You can see why they opted not to recast the character in the same season they recasted Mcele. Despite departures and recasting, I think the show has still been able to maintain the quality it is known for. But admittedly, what Abdul Koza brought to the show is irreplaceable. I just hope that Nkosana returns soon. He is not just the head, but the heart of the Zulu family. Now the big question for next week is who killed Ngoba and why? We'll be back with another review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is ASR, for the love of African filmmaking and storytelling.